Welcome to this BLS Geography Coastal Management case study video of the Dorset Coast. This is to help you with your distinctive landscapes topic, which is part of your physical geography paper. I think I'm meant to say hit like and subscribe. As every school can select the location of the case study that they investigate and study, you need to be prepared for generic phrases like your chosen coastal case study or your chosen coastal location. Our chosen coastal location is the Dorset Coast. The Dorset Coast is located along the south coast of England. It's just to the east of Exeter and to the southwest of Southampton, and it's situated along a stretch of water called the English Channel. Here we can see a basic geological map of the Dorset Coast. We've got four main bands of rock that are alternating from soft to hard as we go from the north to the south. We can see that if we have a look on the eastern side of the map, we've got a series of headlands and bays, starting with Studland Bay in the north and Bollard Point, Swanage Bay and Delston Head. This is an example of a discordant coastline. Discordant coastlines are made up of rock layers that are perpendicular to the coast. Less resistant rocks are eroded more quickly than the more resistant rocks. As a result, a series of headlands and bays will form. If we have a look on the south coast where we have a band of limestone harder rock, we can see that we have a concordant coastline. Concordant coastlines are made up of rock layers that run parallel to the coast. Waves can sometimes breach this hard resistant rock, and then waves can erode the less resistant rock behind them more easily, resulting in the formation of a cove. An example of this along the Dorset coast would be Lulworth Cove. Pause the video and have a look at some of the landforms found along the Dorset coast. So who decides what happens to a stretch of coastline? Ultimately, councils are responsible for their stretch of shoreline and have to produce a shoreline management plan, an SMP, for their stretch of coast. There are four main options they can choose from. 1. Do nothing, let it go, let it be eroded by the sea. Number 2. Hold the line, maintain the coastline, maintain sea defences. Number 3. Retreat the line, allow retreat along the coast in selected areas. So effectively, let parts of the coast become eroded in an attempt to save other areas of the coast. Number 4, advance the line. So build new defences further offshore to protect the line and potentially expand and extend the coastline into the sea. Currently, for our stretch of coastline in Dorset, the decision has been taken to hold the line. So we are maintaining sea defences that are in place. Swanage Bay and the town of Swanage is a popular recreational area for beach users, diving, fishing and sailing. The town has been developed on soft eroding sand and clay cliffs, and annual landslips have left some properties, such as the Pines Hotel, very close to the cliff top. As Swanage is a developed area of coastline, it is considered economically worth carrying out coastal defence works to protect the town from flooding and erosion. Today, Swanage has 1.8 kilometres of coastal defence works, mainly concrete or stone walls and timber groins. Let's have a quick look at some of the historical coastal management strategies that have been used. Coastal defence works have been carried out in the area since the 19th century. The sea wall and groins to the south of the bay were put in place in the late 19th century. Further coastal defence works were added in the 1920s and 1930s in the form of an extension to the sea wall and timber groins. Unfortunately, although effective in the area they were constructed, these works starved the beach further to the north of sediment. After it was noted that the areas and beaches to the north of the scheme were being starved of sediment, a decision was made in the 1960s to extend the seawall and the groins and extend the area that was protected by the shoreline management plan. In the 1980s, rock armour was put in place at the base of the cliffs, and groundwater drained from the rock to improve stability and reduce the frequency of slippage, as during the winter months, heavy rainfall led to landslips occurring in the cliffs around Swanage, causing material to fall onto the beach. In 2005, 18 groins were replaced and the beach sediment was replenished. 90,000 cubic metres of sand was deposited on the beach. The work was completed in 2006 at an estimated cost of £2.2 million. The beach will need to be recharged with around 40,000 cubic metres of sand every 20 years. Pause this video and read why protecting the Swanage coastline has been a success. The coastal management strategy has not been successful along the Dorset coast is that erosion is still happening, with landslips happening and properties are becoming very vulnerable along the edge, for example, the Pines Hotel. The management plan is very expensive. The new groins alone cost £2.2 million. Groins starve the beach of sand further down the coast, so that now needs protection. The beach will need 40,000 cubic metres more sand every 20 years, and that is not sustainable.